So we're at Kings Lynn for round 1 of the National Shootout, the race for the Silver Roof. 10 rounds, 12 drivers, all starts today. Will Frankie Raymond Jr continue his blistering world final form? Will Tom Harris see this as his opportunity to take one of the major championships this year? Or will Charlie Sauder make it 2 big championships on the bounce? All we know is it's going to be a fantastic series. Our focus from BSCDA TV is going to be one driver who's in the shootout per meeting, what we call our driver spotlight. Up first is 47 Simon Traves. Yes, Neve. So we've got Neve here for the all-important shootout draw. And what Neve is going to do, she's going to pull out the hoodie and hand it to the drivers. We'll do that in 1 second. So Neve, if you want to pull the first hoodie out and then read out who it's for, you put it out, let's have a look. Who have we got? You've got Frankie Raymond Jr. Is there, lot? Is there? Your first one out.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Right, you put the next one out. Who have you got? Tom Harris.
Tom Harris. I'll be Tom stand-in for a moment because he's running late.
The next one, Neve, you go. It's Liam Gilbank. Liam. Up next, Liam.
Yeah. All of us. Are we waiting for?
Yeah. Is that who have you got now? Josh Smith. Josh. Come on, Josh. There you go. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
Go on and Neve, next one. Who have you got there? Matthew? There you go. Make sure it fits. Go on and Neve, next one. Got Simon. Simon here? Yes, hello Simon. Oh, we need you in a bit. Hi Simon. There you go. Where you go? You're standing in this, I think you're anyway, hoodie on and then you're this side, I think. Go on Neve, next one. Here we got Frankie, it's you, you're up. There you go.
Thank you.
Go on Neve, next one. Lee.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Nice colour. Suits you. Go on Neve, who you got now? So Danny. Danny.
Thank you.
Take that one. Who have you got there? Lucky, it's lucky, it's got to be empty.
No, thanks you.
And then we just got Charlie, but he's not here. So I'll take Charlie's for a second. Lovely. Right, do you want to be in a photo, Sophie? Yes, got them all yet?
Do a quick one of you back.
Oh, you can stay that way.
Wanted to see the back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you. What are we doing?
No pleasure.
Yeah.
She needs to give. So we're with 47 Simon Traves, who is our spotlight driver for the round 1 of the shootout series. Simon, it's great to be in the shootout. It's like a bit of a kudos thing, I always think.
Yeah, it's good to get in it. We were nearly in it last year, but we missed out for not being able to do the meetings. But this year we've managed to get in, so it's good.
Happy?
Yeah, happy to be in it and nice experience.
Yeah. So we're going to do what we normally do, which is like follow you throughout the course of the meeting. So good or bad, and we'll come and see after every race, have a bit of a chat. So hopefully it's good.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's been good. We did Ryan. He won the British when we did Ryan.
Yeah, well,
so
see what happens then.
Yeah, we did Paul at European and he crashed.
That didn't go so well.
No,
maybe
we didn't. I don't know.
Maybe it's time for good luck.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so the shootout kind of, it normally starts either like with a bit of a bang or it's quite quiet and you know, people trying to accrue points. How do you see like round one going today, do you think?
I think it will be like a normal Kings Lynn, but obviously you've got a lot of drivers starting together that some normally are red, some are superstar, some are gold. They'll all be starting together and I think everyone will be trying to get points as early on as possible.
Yeah. And in terms of like for the series, for the Silver Reef, like it's like a major championship that runs over 10 rounds, whereas like the gold, the British, it's like one race, where this is a. Do you prefer that, or would you like the one race for a championship?
I think on the championships there are one race. Obviously, there is a lot of work to get to that one race, and then it can all be over in an instance. Whereas the Silver Reef, you need to be consistent, but you can get away with having a bad meeting or a bad race. Whereas on a one race format, it's all on that one race, isn't it?
Of course.
That's what makes it exciting and everything as well. So.
And in terms of the Silver Reef, we tend to get into the last round, and you've always got 4 or 5 drivers that can still within it, which keeps the interest throughout. And I'm guessing you absolutely eyes on the Silver Reef this year. Yeah,
we just have to see how we go and just keep scoring points and be consistent, and hopefully some people start falling out and we can pick up the pieces.
But you like getting involved in a stock car race though?
Yeah, stock car race is always good, but it's better to be fast and win, isn't it?
Yes, of course it is. Of course it is. So in terms of this year, like a bit of a slower start, and you kind of dropped down to blue, and then kind of almost the Scotland weekend was sort of the turning point, and you Scottish Championship, and then you qualified well for the World Championship. You've had a good kind of second half. Yeah,
we had a bit of a steady start. We didn't really get time to do much work on the cars over the winter, and not what we'd like to have got done, one thing and another. And we sort of got the jobs done that we wanted to in the middle of the season, and got the tarmac car going well, and it's been going well.
I remember talking to you in Scotland, and you said obviously you've got the sort of Tom Harris built kind of shale car, and it's very different to drive than what you were used to. So I guess it's took you a bit of a while to get used to that.
Yeah, it's just getting used to the shale car, and from red, it's obviously you don't get the laps on your own to get used to it. So obviously the more meetings we do, the better we'll get.
Yeah. And just going back to last weekend, to the World Final, you were down as like a sort of pre-race favourite, but it didn't go according to plan.
No, I mean, on the first start, I got half spun, but sort of hit another couple of cars and didn't actually come out of it too badly. And when it went, just before it went red, I thought to myself, well, that could have been worse. And I was in probably about 5th or 6th place. And then on the second restart, as soon as it went green, I was sideways and was in the. It's just one of those
it's so greasy, wasn't it? That track?
Greasy, and obviously on the outside, it was just. It was.
Could you just not get back into the train?
I was sideways before I even got chance. We set off and just got pushed around, so it's one of them things.
Were you disappointed? Because like you say, we talked about the one-off race for a championship, but you must have felt confident going into it. Were you disappointed actually?
I think once the weather had set to what it was, wet and been on the outside, sort of figured that it wasn't going to be great because the inside row was always going to have the most grip off the start, and you're so vulnerable on the slipperiest part of the track at Ipswich, and on the outside it's never going to be easy.
No. Okay, and just tonight, you've been out for a bit of a pre-meeting practice, which is unusual for shale. Car okay?
Car's running okay. We're just changing a few things, try and improve it slightly.
Was that based on just kind of going out there then and seeing how the car did?
Seeing what happened, and to see if we can get it going forward a bit more.
Good. Simon, we'll come and talk to you after your heat. Good luck. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. won, which was Heat 2, but he won for yourself. It seemed a race of attrition for the shootout drivers, and you got 8th.
Yeah, I think it was 8th in the end. Yeah, we actually got quite a good start. The car was good when the track was wet, and then after the restart, the track dried out, and it was just struggled a bit getting the brakes where they needed to be for the drying conditions.
Is that something you can adjust in car? Is that something you're going to do in pits?
Yeah, that's an adjustment in car. So obviously, the more experience you've got on shale, you know when you need to one, drive a different line, and two, change your brake balance through the car.
So you that's something you're still learning yourself?
Yeah, I'm still learning track conditions to what brake. So that's sometimes when it's right, the car's really fast, and then when the brakes aren't quite right, or we've not quite got the setup right, it's a bit off the pace.
So like you're saying that that's something you're learning. So is that what like the likes of Tom, they know to do that? Yeah,
Tom, Frank, Ryan, they've been doing it that long. They know they can look at the track as they're going around and feel what the track's doing, and know whether they need more rear brake, more outside front brake, and what line to be on. So
lots of work going on. So you've instructed them, you've given them lots of things to do.
Yeah, so we've been in the wall a couple of times, bent the front tracking bar. So they're just fixing that, and then we're going to make a setup change on the back just to try and make it a bit less loose on the way in. Okay. So do you think the track's going to get drier as the meeting gets on? Because they do water a lot at Kingston. Yeah, I think it's difficult. I think the trouble is that the track at Kingston at the moment, that's probably the best it's going to be all night because when they water it and it just sits on the top of the hard packed surface, it just goes like ice for 4 laps, and then it's back to slippery.
So like when that happens, do you think I need to just be not getting involved in a load of stuff, because people are tangling, aren't they? That's what happens coming out of bends. And
I think a lot of it in those conditions, then the inside line was still wet and the outside line was dry, so when you move someone with the bumper, you've then got to go on the inside of them, but they've got the more drive on the outside.
Of course.
But also there's a cushion of dirt there, so they go up on that and in the fence and roll over. So
we saw two in that one. Two. And Charlie nearly went down here with you. You were involved in that. A bit of a lucky escape.
Yeah, I mean, I think Charlie came in on the back of Gillbank, and they all got Gillbank half spun, and Charlie went over his bonnet. I managed to escape around the back. So.
And you got 8th, which is good, and points on the board, like you said, which is what we're looking for, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many shootout drivers finished that. I see
not many.
Frank, Tom and Newsom are all parts on the middle.
Yeah, Josh Smith on the middle, Charlie, Liam. So good 6 didn't finish that. So
so we'll see.
Brilliant. I'll let you get on and come touch up.
Thank you. See you soon.
Cheers, Simon. Simon, so you've been out in Heat 3, flat rear, and then there's lots of other stuff kind of going on.
Yeah, on the first start, straight away we got just hit the fence and another car and bent the front stub axle, so we didn't have any front brakes for the rest of the race. And then got flat outside rear. But
disappointing.
Yeah, the car felt good even though it had no brakes. It had good drive and stuff, so it was looking good.
Yeah. Is this a lot of work? 'Cause you've got. I mean, I've just kind of stopped you, which I do apologise.
Yeah, we're just putting a new hub on, new disc, and new stub axle.
So how do you know that's going to be right when you put it on? Just because? Just to...
Yeah, you can see what's bent, and we put it back together, but the bearing's cracked as well, so we have to take it back to bits and change the bearing.
So you're
Hopefully
really...
we'll get out.
Yeah. So we're going to race on before the final. Are you same position in the final, sort of second row inside?
Yeah. So
you need to get going, don't you? Because you've got Tom and Frank behind you, and
that's it.
It makes it really difficult because they're on you before you've got time to get going.
Yeah, especially when the track's slick at the start. They sort of can use you to slow down.
Yeah, absolutely. Simon, I'll let you carry on fixing your car, and good luck for the final.
Yeah, thank you.
Simon, so third and final time we're going to talk to you this evening. Just had the meeting final. I think you finished around 12th. It kind of seemed like really quick early on in the race, and you seemed to struggle for grip at the end.
Yeah, the car at the minute's really good when the track's wet. As soon as it slicks off, we're really struggling to get any drive whatsoever. So
you like seem to be coming out and out towards the fence each bend, and then couldn't get it going down the straight almost.
Yeah, it's just we're struggling just to get the drive off the corner. But when the track's wet, it's good. So we actually went quite far forward. Went backwards.
So Liam Gilbank seems to like your car tonight.
Yeah,
he gave you a good hit down here.
Yeah, he did. Stock car racing it, but I think he just tried to drive through maneuver and that didn't work. And then just was right hand down on me, and
So what can you do to, like, it's great in the wet, like I say, but sort of not so good in the dry. So is there anything you can do tonight to change that, or is it just kind of go with it and?
We'll keep changing stuff to try and get it better, but we haven't found anything to work yet.
Okay.
Just keep going and see.
Yeah.
It seems sort of Bradford and Northampton, it's still really good when the track's slick, but here it just seems to struggle. So.
Okay. And then, I mean, Northampton especially is quite a unique surface almost in the sense of what we race on from a shell point of view.
Pretty much always dry, isn't it? When it's not raining, and the car doesn't seem to struggle there, but here we just seem to struggle for grip later on in a race.
So Mildenhall next weekend, isn't it? Just shoot around. Form around Mildenhall?
We did the first meeting in this car at Mildenhall, and and we had a starter motor go and miss the meet final, but it was going okay around there.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
And is it a small racing around Milton, or as it looks? Because it just looks too small for stock cars.
Yeah, it's like a roundabout, isn't it? But it's good fun because you're just sideways the whole time, aren't you? So.
And then after that we go to, I think we tarmac, aren't we? So obviously tarmac car had a bit of an issue at the World Final.
Yeah.
Are you planning on doing the tarmac rounds?
Yeah, so we've got a spare engine in for Buxton and be there.
Yeah. Simon, thanks so much for your time this evening. It's been like a busy night for you, but I think it just shows like the kind of the stock car racing isn't easy. There's loads of stuff that kind of goes on that I don't think people see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's never easy, and you always damage, and even if the car's fast, you're likely to have damage, especially on trails. So.
Yeah. But it's been a good night, and I think in terms of like where you are in the shootout stand, nobody's had a really good night. I mean, Craig Finnegan's won everything, but he's not in the shootout stand. I think everybody else is kind of like, Tom's on a great night, Frank's on a great night.
No, I think with Craig racing from Red, it's going to be tough for anyone in the shootout to win a race, apart from a Grand National, maybe.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's your time to shine now.
Yeah, so I'm going to water it a bit.
Yeah, they might. Well, we're getting dusty in it, so they might. Thanks so much for your time.
You.
Cheers. Keep stuff.
Cheers.